Alright, let me preface this review by saying I messed up. Some shots of the TV I'm about to review here in this video didn't come out quite as sharp and crisp as my usual camera work. Rest assured, the image quality of the device you're about to see from TCL is one of the best I've seen out there in this price range. So without further ado, here's my review of the TCL U55C7006 4K HDR TV. Okay, so I love my 43-inch HDR 4K TV. I got it in 2017 and it's been a blast. With a high-speed internet connection, you can watch amazing videos from YouTube, 4K Netflix, and the like. And the first time you set your eyes on proper HDR colors, it will 100% blow your mind. And of course, with a great computer and or console, I also play 4K games on it, and it is fantabulous. There is one thing though that it is not made for, and it is room scale entertainment. What do I mean? Well, it's just not big enough if you're, say, 5 to 6 feet away. Things get harder to read, enemies get smaller, you know what I mean? Plus, all that 4K resolution fades away at a distance. Enter TCL's 55-inch 4K HDR C2 model. The numbers do say it all right there. It's big, surprisingly bigger than my 43-inch that I even underestimated the table I needed to put it on. And it looks great. Same 4K resolution, same HDR qualities. The C series from TCL is nearly the top line model number, just under the P series, which come with great local dimming. This model doesn't have that, but the image quality is still quite high and is comparable to competing high-end Samsung, Sony, and LG displays, except for their OLED lines, which are much more expensive. The TCL comes in at around 68,000 pesos. However, I did see it on sale for 48,000 pesos on some retailers. SRPs and street prices rarely are the same for these TVs, so I don't want you to be scared of the sticker price. What you're getting for your money is a very large 55-inch 4K HDR machine that operates on Android, allowing you to install apps like Chromecast, Netflix, YouTube, and the like. The processor in this thing is fast, and you can navigate the menus without any lag from what I can tell, a far cry from my TV's somewhat sluggish menus. That doesn't make it much of a gaming machine though, and that's true for all smart TVs. Despite the fact that you can get a gamepad for it and install compatible Android games, the processor just isn't built for gaming and you really shouldn't bother. Just plug in a PC or console or you'll be wasting your time. Speaking of controls, you get the standard long remote and an optional voice remote. They're well made and have the important buttons you want, including a dedicated Netflix one. But it also has a button for their underdeveloped eyesore of an app store and media center. Kind of a bummer, but thankfully you can ignore them outright. This also goes with the picture and audio menus as well. The interface is somewhat basic and old looking and comes in stark contrast to Android's own polished menus. And that will mostly be the theme throughout the experience. More expensive sets have put time and money to make their UI pretty and modern. The TCL shaves a little off that, including some features like motion interpolation to make itself more affordable. Those are mostly the negatives we've noticed with this set, with maybe a couple more things. For example, we're getting a somewhat glossy display here, so it may reflect harsh light in your room if you have any. And some apps doesn't seem to work right when using the quick boot option. Finally, we noticed a bit of audio fall off in the low-end bass. Have a listen.
The singers then made their entrances and the show started for real. It was cool to see the performances in person, but I was most impressed by what you don't get to see on TV. The singers then made their entrances and the show started for real. It was cool to see the performances in person, but I was most impressed by what you don't get to see on TV.
That being said though, all of these criticisms are nowhere near bad enough to make us hate this TV. In fact, we love it. The input lag is quite low, the Harman Kardon speakers are great, the design rivals expensive competition, and you get enough inputs in the back as well. If we haven't talked about the image quality yet, well, that's because we really had no complaints. The panel is bright, Colors are rich and vibrant, and viewing angles are pretty good too. While we failed to capture the beauty of it on video here, it's also impossible to capture full HDR video on our camera anyway, so it doesn't really do it any justice. Suffice it to say, we've seen some really good sets out there, including our very own 43-incher, and we're still quite impressed with the TCL. It delivers great images and sound at a wonderful price-to-size ratio. So let's wrap it up. This particular model was given a Best Buy ISA award for its features and affordability. And we'd agree, it packs an Android TV UI, which can be hard to get in this price range, and you're getting top-notch features like HDR Pro, a Harman Kardon soundbar, and a beautiful design. For all those reasons, we're giving the TCL 55C2US a highly recommended award. It's a great TV if you're looking for that oomph in your living room without spending too much. I'm Alex from TechnoClass.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.